Late at night, something strange was happening inside the village council office. Two unknown men had broken the lock and were searching for something. Just then, Lakhan Chacha, a villager passing by, sensed something fishy and called out from outside.
Hey, who's inside the council office? Come out and show your face.
The two men didn't reply. They quickly ran out through the back door and disappeared into the orchard outside the village. And here a villager understood that they were thieves and he started shouting loudly.
Thieves! Thieves! There has been a robbery in the council office!
Within minutes, people from entire village gathered around.
Arey Chacha, you woke the whole village like a rooster crowing. But did you even see what the thieves took? Huh? Did you see? Do you think I have a tractor headlights in my eyes? It was pitch dark. We'll only know in the morning what's missing. We have no option than wait till morning.
The villagers discussed for a while, but no one could figure out the truth. So they locked the office again and went home. Later that night, in the orchard, the same two strangers were burning some papers. Then they divided some cash between them, after which they quietly left. Next morning, old Jholamal Chacha was still upset after his last business failure. His shop had been shut for days and his helpers Ghochu and Bhondu were sitting idle. That morning, Ghochu to Jholamal.
Sethji, how long will we just sit like this? People don't even want to hear the name Vada Pav anymore. We need a new plan. Do you have any plan, Sethji? Oh, really? Then you tell me, Mr. Smart Guy, what new business should I start? Coupon scheme again? That village had ruined my profits last time. What bad luck.
No one in the village sells samosas. If we make hot spicy samosas, this would be hit.
Hearing this, Jholamal Chacha's eyes lit up with greed. His cunning mind started working again.
Nice idea, Bhondu, huh? And this time I'll make such special samosas that the cost will be half and profit 4 times more. Replace potatoes with rotten bananas, peas with green colored dough balls and mix some sawdust in the masala.
Meanwhile, the next afternoon at the village square, the council meeting had started. The village head sat on his chair, Takla Prasad stood beside him and the rest gathered around. Then, Lakhan Chacha said while standing up,
I swear, I saw 2 people sneaking into the council office that night. They must be the ones who stole the receipts for the road construction funds. I swear I see them. Yes.
I only want what's best for the village. If we find who took the money and receipts, I'll have him hung upside down right here in the square. And I can take this decision with full guarantee.
While they all were talking, Khabri Lal came running and panting.
Udi Baba! Hey everyone! Look what I found in the jungle! The receipts for the road money! Now there is no proof left that people paid for the road work!
A few days ago, Takla Prasad had collected donations from villagers to speed up the road construction on the headman's request. Those receipts and the collected money had been kept in the council office, the same ones stolen that night. The villagers were upset. But then, Muqabla Singh lost his temper.
Something's fishy here. I think this is all planned by the headman and Takla Prasad together. What do you say, brothers? Oh wow! Blame me, huh? Everyone knows who's the village goon here. Do not blame me unnecessary.
Soon, their argument turned into a proper fight. The headman somehow calmed everyone down.
Calm down, everyone. Fighting won't help. Next week, the district officer is visiting. Whoever saw the thieves can give their statement there. We'll do as he decides. Did you all understand? Now, let's get back to our works. Let's wait for DM's decision.
Everyone left grumbling about their bad luck. But scientist Pagla quietly made up his mind he would uncover the truth behind this theft. A few days later, Jholamal Chacha was busy preparing for his samosa shop's grand opening.
Arey Bondu, run to the market and bring the cheapest flour you can find. The rest of the stuff is already here. Hurry up, go.
Yes, boss. Right away. Let me go right now.
Hearing this, Bhondu rushed out of there and Jholamal turned to Ghochu and scolded him.
Hey fool, if you keep adding so much coriander to the masala, we'll go bankrupt.
Hi. Then what should I add instead? Tea leaves? Tell me.
No, mix in some green fodder, the one cows eat. These villagers love natural flavor anyway. Did you understand? Now start the work.
Already got it ready, boss. Just waiting for your command.
Good. Mix it fast. Bhondu will be back soon with the flour. By morning, the villagers will taste Jholamal's famous samosas.
Ghochu started mixing all the cheap ingredients to make the samosa filling. On the other side of the village, scientist Pagla was working in his small lab. He had invented a powder that made people tell the truth after eating it.
Ayayo, finally made my truth-telling powder, ji. Whoever I doubt, I'll mix this in their food and make them speak the truth, ji.
Just as he picked up the bottle, a bee landed on his nose. Startled, he jumped and accidentally bumped into Bhondu, who was returning with a sack of flour. The entire bottle of powder spilled into the bag.
Hey, scientist Chacha, you spilled my flour.
Ayayo, my powder. Don't take that flour. It is spoiled now.
Spoiled is your mind, scientist Chacha. Go fix it or maybe buy a new brain from the city.
Ayayo, listen, ji. That's not face powder, ji. You silly boy. Believe me, ji. Believe me.
Scientist Pagla kept shouting, but Bhondu didn't listen. He picked up the leftover flour and walked off towards the shop. Soon, Jholamal's shop was ready with a shiny new board, Chacha's Honest Samosas. Hot samosas were frying in the pan. The first customer was the village milkman.
Wah, chacha. New business, huh? Give me one samosa too. Let's see how it tastes.
The moment the milkman took a bite, his eyes widened and he started blurting things out.
Hi. Today I mixed more water than milk and the buffalo's injection was expired.
Oh no, what am I saying? What I just said?
Holding his head, he ran away in panic. Jholamal, Ghochu, Bhondu stood there confused. Just then, Mukabla Singh arrived.
Chacha, give me one samosa too. I'm going to complain about the village head to the district officer today. I'll see the sarpanch today.
Mukabla Singh ate the samosa. The moment he swallowed it, his bold tone vanished. With folded hands, he said,
The headman is very powerful. I am even scared of my own wife. She beats me with a rolling pin. I can't speak against anyone.
That moment, Jholamal realized something magical was happening. It wasn't the samosa. It was a miracle. So, he shouted out to Ghochu and Bhondu.
Come on all. Eat these magical samosas and lighten your heart. Have one bite and become an honest man.
The news spread through the village like wildfire. Reporter Khabri Lal rushed there with his camera.
Udi Baba, a miracle in Meenapur. People eat Chacha's samosas and start telling the truth. This is breaking news.
Crowds gathered around the stall. People ate samosas and started confessing their little secrets, laughing all the while.
Hey, those missing rasgullas from last week's feast?
Yes, I took them.
That's nothing. I have been stealing people's pens and glasses since childhood and never got caught.
As soon soon as Jholamal realized that these samosas are magical and they are making people honest, he said to Ghochu and Bhondu,
Hey, wait. Don't sell these cheap, you fools. From tomorrow, I'll charge double. Right here in the town square.
When Takla Prasad heard about these truth-telling samosas, he ran straight to the headman's bungalow.
Sarpanji, this is big trouble. Whoever eats Jholamal samosa, start blurting out the truth. If someone makes you eat one, all your secrets will be out. Did you understand this?
The headman smiled cunningly and said,
My slow motion friend, this is our golden chance. We'll feed one to Mukabla Singh and make him spill his secrets in the next council meeting. Then I'll win the next election too. Guaranteed.
Hearing this, Takla Prasad also got an idea. He thought to himself that he will trick the headman himself eating one samosa. Then he will become the next leader. Next morning, Jholamal's stall was packed with people. The headman arrived with his team and Mukabla Singh came with his supporters. Khabri Lal was live reporting the whole scene.
Listen, folks, only a few samosas left and they are pricey. Pay first, take later. One samosa, 1000 rupees. Jholamal ji, your samosas are quite famous, huh? You'll get your money. Just serve one plate to Mukabla Singh. Today the truth will come out with 100% guarantee. Oh really, Sarpanch? You think you can feed me one? Try eating one yourself first. They are too expensive anyway.
Things got heated. Both of them began shouting. In this chaos, Takla Prasad picked up a plate and offered it to the headman.
Sarpanji, you eat one first. Prove your honesty.
The headman lifted a samosa to feed Mukabla Singh, but Mukabla Singh pushed him. The plate flew and one samosa landed right in the headman's mouth, another in Takla's. Both swallowed them and what happened next became village history.
Yes, I took the road project money with Takla. Gave him only 5,000 rupees from the loot. Guaranteed. I befooled Takla. and I collected 20,000 more in his name. Plus, I sold his buffalo too.
Both kept exposing each other's secrets. The villagers gasped. Khabri Lal couldn't believe his luck. What a story! Jholamal sat holding his head, watching his samosas wasted for free. Not only that, the flour having the truth-telling powder mixed was finished completely. That evening, Jholamal sat silently at his shop. Ghochu and Bhondu tried to console him.
Oh, I am ruined. Even the miracle business slipped from my hands. All the profits gone in the headman's fight. And those samosas can't even make them again. Don't worry, boss. At least this time you didn't lose money. Yes, Sethji. But one thing. How did the samosas turn magical anyway?
Right then, scientist Pagla walked in and explained everything. Jholamal smacked his forehead. He had given away $1 million formula for free. The headman and Takla Prasad had lost all respect and Jholamal had once again missed his big chance. Still, his mischievous brain was already thinking about his next business idea.